Hola, fifth grade. ¿Cómo están? Yo estoy bien, and I miss you guys so much. Welcome to my Spanish classroom away from Cedarwood. I have a little sombrero behind me, a sign that says Senora Ford, Spanish, Espanol, and this is where we're going to meet weekly until we get back to school. I just wanted to go over my assignment for the week and to let you know that I will be sending the plans to you to your Cedarwood Snapper email. I'm also going to copy your parents, but I think the best way that the links and assignments work is to send them directly to you on your Chromebook. So hopefully we will have cleared up any confusion moving forward this week. If you have any questions at any time, you guys know that my Cedarwood Snapper mail is aford@cwsnappers.com. Just send me an email. Sasha did this week, and I'm so glad we cleared up getting that link to you. And if any of you have any questions, I'm here for you. So today I wanted to go over a skit that you guys are going to be doing. And I thought it might be cool if maybe you hosted a Zoom meeting where you could see all of your faces and each of you take a part in the skit. If not, you can just practice at home. So before we start our skit, I wanted to point out in the instructions for this week that I mentioned that you should look at the strategies for reading and for listening. Of course, when you click on the link at the top of the page, you can actually watch the entire video like we do in our classroom. So I would suggest that you do that and read the two strategies. They're going to give you some help as you watch and then later on read. We're at the end of our lesson because this is Telehistoria Completa, which means it's our third conversation skit for this lesson. And they review the first two scenes and then they go into scene 3 or escena tres, which is what we're working on. Before we begin, I wanted to point out that in the skit, they talk about grades, and one of them they just actually write the number 90, and they write also the word for the number 100. And what I want to point out is that when you're reading it, you're not going to say un 90, you're going to say un 90. And if you see the 100, un 100. So keep that in mind when you're doing the skit. If you want to write the words in there too, you can. So the skit is between Pablo and Claudia, our characters for this lesson. Pablo says, Claudia, en el examen de ciencias tengo un 90. Claudia says, y yo un 100. Pablo says, ¿estudiamos tú y yo todos los días? Claudia says, sí, pero tú necesitas tomar buenos apuntes, ¿no? Pablo grins. ¿A qué hora practican fútbol? Muchas veces practicamos a las 5. Mañana practicamos temprano, a las 3:30. ¿Y tú? ¿Qué necesitas hacer mañana? Claudia says, mañana, estudiar y hacer la tarea de ciencias. Claudia says goodbye and leaves. As his friend Roberto walks up, Pablo distractedly pulls out Alicia's t-shirt from his bag and puts it on. Roberto says, Ay, Pablo, qué interesante. A little embarrassed, Pablo takes off the shirt quickly because it belongs to a girl. Remember, we're always talking about that famous soccer player, Trini Salgado, and this happens to be a t-shirt that has her name on it that belongs to Alicia that happened to be in his backpack. So, as usual, kind of little silly skits that we do in our class. The main idea, too, is to remember that these words that I have highlighted here are all of our vocabulary, whether they're related to school words or conjugated AR ending verbs. You'll notice that all of that is pretty plentiful in this skit. And you're also welcome to highlight as you go through, and you're going to recognize quite a bit. So your assignment this week is to watch the video, listen to the two strategies at the top of that page on page 99, highlight some of those vocabulary words, go through and read your skit out, maybe practice it with a friend, like I said, on Zoom or Skype or FaceTime. And don't forget, when you're doing the skit, say 90, 100, not the numbers for those words. Okay? And I also assign Duolingo. I know that some of you really enjoy that, and you can start working on getting some crowns. So as you complete each level, they assign you a crown. And I'd like to see some crowns when we come back to school. So I said 20 minutes, but if you're an overachiever and you want to do 30 or 40 minutes, feel free to do so, of course, depending on your other class workload. So I'm so happy that we get to see each other. Please, if you do a video with a friend, email it to me. That way I can see you. And I'll look forward to meeting you again next week right here in our Spanish classroom. Adios, my friends. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.